So I guess that just happened. The rainbow SWAT team dropped out of the sky into the Apple spaceship. As you might know, at Apple's latest WWDC 24 event, they unveiled their ambitious plan to integrate artificial intelligence. Oh, wait. Can't name it artificial intelligence.
Apple Intelligence.
There. Apple Intelligence into all of their ecosystem, including hardware and software. This event, meant only for developers and not so much for end users, is a welcome feast for the mainstream media, and as well for the dedicated technology media channels. They spread, or willingly spread, Apple's idea about how the world of phones and computers should look like according to Apple.
We are embarking on a new journey to bring you intelligence that understands you. And what's truly unique is its understanding of your personal context. Language and text are fundamental to how we communicate and work. And the large language models built into Apple Intelligence deliver deep, natural language understanding, making so many of your day-to-day tasks faster and easier.
We know what Apple wants. But what does this really mean for the average user? And how feasible are those claims? And most important of all, do Apple users have a goldfish brain, along with the media as well? Hello and welcome to our channel. Today I want to look into Apple's bold statements about AI and whether our devices are truly ready for such integrations. Also, I want to clarify what I mean when I'm talking about the brains of a goldfish and how it seems the whole media is infected by the goldfish brain disease. But before we cut right into the bone, let's see what Apple wants us to believe about the future of their lineup.
And because Apple Intelligence understands the people in your photo library, when you wish a friend a happy birthday, you can create an image of them surrounded by cake, balloons, and flowers to make it extra festive. In addition to messages, this experience is built into apps throughout the system, like Notes, Freeform, Keynote, and Pages. Another way Apple Intelligence is deeply impactful is its ability to take action across your apps. And we have designed Apple Intelligence so it can tap into these tools and carry out tasks on your behalf. So you can say things like, pull up the files that Jaws shared with me last week, or show me all the photos of Mom, Olivia, and me. We're designing Apple Intelligence to be able to orchestrate these and hundreds of other actions for you, so you can accomplish more while saving time.
Okay, there we have it. Apple promises that AI will be seamlessly integrated across all devices, from iPhones to MacBooks, enhancing user experiences in ways we can only imagine. They even claim that a lot of this AI processing will be done on device, enhancing speed and privacy. But let's take a closer look at the reality of AI, especially large-scale language models like GPT-4. These models require enormous amounts of memory and processing power. To put it into perspective, running a model like GPT-4 in real time can require several gigabytes of RAM and a high-performance GPU. It's simply unrealistic to expect an iPhone or any other current smartphone to handle this kind of workload effectively. Practically, what would really happen when a full AI task is done on a device? It will just melt your battery, that's for sure. It will melt it down to zero in no time at all. On top of the energy consumption, your iPhone would maybe use 50 to 70% of its total memory just for holding the AI model data. So I guess in reality, every more complex task will be done off-device in the cloud. And that brings us to the next most important issue, that's privacy and security.
But it has to be done right. You should not have to hand over all the details of your life to be warehoused and analyzed in someone's AI cloud. Let me tell you more about its architecture and how it's built with privacy at the core. The cornerstone of the personal intelligence system is on-device processing. This is only possible through our unique integration of hardware and software and our years-long investment in building advanced silicon for on-device intelligence. Deeply integrated generative models require immense processing power. And with our most advanced Apple silicon, the A17 Pro and M family of chips, we have the computational foundation to power Apple intelligence. When you use an Apple device like your iPhone, you are in control of your data, where it is stored, and who can access it. And because the software image for your iPhone is accessible to independent experts, they can continuously verify its privacy. So we have created private cloud compute. Private cloud compute allows Apple Intelligence to flex and scale its computational capacity and draw on even larger server-based models for more complex requests while protecting your privacy. These models run on servers we've especially created using Apple Silicon. Your data is never stored or made accessible to Apple. It's used exclusively to fulfill your request. And just like your iPhone, independent experts can inspect the code that runs on these servers to verify this privacy promise.
So Apple tells us they have addressed privacy concerns by saying they will create a private cloud to handle some of the AI processing while still performing most tasks on device. However, this raises several concerns. Firstly, the claim that most AI processing will be on device is questionable, given the current hardware limitations. Secondly, the notion of privacy is complex. While Apple has a reputation for strong privacy policies, no system is infallible. And do not forget, there is China, who could care less about privacy. In markets like China or India, all countries with a spotless track record, oops, didn't mean that. I meant no track record of user privacy protection. But let's move on. Are you ready for the goldfish? Or did you already forget? Sorry, I could not resist. So here comes my real beef with the privacy talk from Apple. We all know the common saying, goldfish cannot remember a thing. And that is especially true for Apple users and Apple media channels. At least it seems like that. Not too long ago, and I mean really not too long ago, that's just a few weeks, there was an incident where users reported that an iOS update brought back their deleted images, and even they appeared on devices they already sold. So that's remarkable. Incident underscores a critical point. No system is entirely safe. Privacy is only as good as the company and the user makes it. What's most remarkable in this case is that Apple didn't even mention the issues. Apple didn't release what happened and why it happened, how they fixed it. So that's kind of strange. Do we have to be either a goldfish, or maybe we start to remember this in the future when these things happen again and someone tells us everything is safe in their cloud? So we heard what Apple's vision is about the future and how they think AI everywhere will help us. While the vision of having powerful AI in our devices is exciting, I agree to that. It would be so cool to have a real AI system right in your device. It's important to remain realistic about the timeline, about the privacy issues, and especially when we have to consider the power consumption and the memory restrictions we are facing with mobile devices. I can tell you one thing. And that's for sure. Apple will offer us more stuff to buy and more services to subscribe to. What we saw at WWDC 24 is Apple's marketing. However, I don't see that this is based on reality right now. And when you look closely, you can see all they are offering is a special type of iCloud with their own hardware for their own AI, whatever that is, whatever that means, however powerful that one is. The most concerning part is they even offer in their operating system the option that the user can say, okay, I want to go now outside of my protected space and use GPT-4 for whatever things I want to do. I think that's really a risky thing to do because first, remember the goldfish. I hope you remember the goldfish. The Apple users, by definition of their target audience, they will click, I want this information. They will not read, they will not understand what consequences it has when you send an image, when you send a text to GPT. And OpenAI will be glad to collect all this data and use it for whatever things they want to use it for. Apple is out of the game because they want you. They say, hey, you have to agree. We are sending out the data outside of Apple. So I don't see really that this is a clever idea. However, we'll have to see how this goes. Thank you for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. For more updates on the latest technology trends, see you next time. Goodbye and thank you.